the second player has got to be Ma for XROCK, and second has got to be Nian for Wolves. As we start our first game of the group stage, here we have it, CDSI 2024. It's the rematch of the last year's grand finals. Wolves and XROCK good to go as Hardpoint Summit opens up.
Blue spawns here for the side of Wolves, and it's just going to be all about the clearance as well towards computers alongside QF control. And so far, XROCK is going to be still on the top side. Forward, but XROCK gets the bulk out of it. They do have an opener inside of the hill.
That nice clearance that you got there for Peck to just clear out those two players inside of that hard point. But XROCK quick to get their reinforcements, but the gun down coming in for Nian and King. That will combine for 3. That will put XROCK back to the right side of the map. But see here, we're seeing so much contest inside of that hard point so far for XROCK as they wrap around the catwalks to bring them that contest inside of this hill. Wolves still playing perimeter.
Yeah, massive chain here for the side of Ruski alongside Sunuo actually as well. Up for 4 here so far, and they're just locking down every corridor, every hallway out here in the map of Summit T1. Taking a look at this, it's going to be Wolves now here in a massive trail. No respondent whatsoever. All they can hope for is some sense of contestment inside of this hill for the scrap time. Looking like they do get the best out of it as they claim the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, that last 10 seconds is good to go. Wolves side still going to be very slow to start the game off. We need him to get going because he's going to be that main player that will bring this team to that successful level. So far, the first hardpoint will be won by XROCK. So much gunfights that will be won. Wolves X King up to a 6-3 that will build him up to a Predator missile. He's going to get those information, and they do flip the spawns for next hardpoint. So they're in a pretty good position to leverage the score deficit that they had at that P1.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, better spawn control for the side of XROCK right from the get-go when this hardpoint opened up. But Wolves had a lot of pressure towards the mid-map as well to flip the spawns. But XROCK now getting the call as well. They're trying to go for the binge, trying to retain the spawns, and looking like they are successful at it. The question remains that, can they get it all consistently?
I mean, it's pretty consistent for them so far, looking at the positioning that they got on this map. But look at number 2 in yellow in Ma. He's going up against Mazai at the left side of that map. They're fighting for a position for that next hardpoint anchor. And his last 10 seconds should go the way of Wolves. You're looking at about like a 5-point deficit that they're going to be having as we enter that P3. Rushi gonna make that hardpoint contested until the very end. And King finds that kill on the left side of that map, and that should be able to give the team an opportunity to flip the spawns. But Ma respawns back at the back, and that is gonna get himself that elimination to give XROCK that nice position on this P3.
Oh, can turn into a costly hill here. There's 3 operators locked in, well ready for investment from the side of XROCK. Purifier's already in for the side of Sinuovo. CODM trying to go for the investment as well with the block from the backside. But unfortunately, Nian finds the kill here, whips out the war machine, and they were able to get the clearance as well inside of this hill. Tail time starts to kick in, and it's going to be Wolves full in control.
Yeah, back 30 seconds. I mean, if you're XROCK, you still want to contest this. That's plenty of time to give up. But you're not going to be able to flip that spawn, because if you do flip that, you're spawning out in that P4 rotation to just want to get a flip in terms of attacking if you're Wolves, but that's not going to happen. XROCK saying, hey, we're not going to get any of that contest any longer. We're playing for exit kills. We're setting up for next, and we're going to get that value on that P4 where we know it's going to be a money hill.
Yeah, pretty good recovery here for the set of Wolves. Now, all they're going to hope for is to get the break here on the next hill, which clearly they're looking to set up right around CDOM. 4 players here about to go for the push-up. Rusi alongside Ma has to double it down in regards to solidifying their hold here from the back, and looking like Ma has claimed the first 2 kills. No as well, and it's going to be XROCK once more fully in control.
I mean, nice shots for Ma, and the equalizer for Nono. Just going to cut down 3 players here. They're going to go right back in towards catwalks and snow. That's just going to be individual gunfights that they have to win. X King trying to flip the spawns, but will only be good for 1. At least you're going to get some ground to maybe get this hardpoint in your favor. And with the shutdown there for King along with Peg, they'll be able to contest that back 30 seconds of this hardpoint.
And at the same time, Nian spawning here from the back will be able to retain the spawns here as they try to take in the rest of the time inside of this hill. XROCK tries to go for the contestment. It's going to be a back and forth battle here, and looking like XROCK will be able to get get the most out of it, but the lead comes in from the side of Peg, and it's going to be still a 50-50 battle, but a lot more pressure coming in from the side of Wolves.
I mean, Wolves, they're just slowly getting their engines revved up, man. Zai hasn't even played great yet. He's still very slow to start, only has got 9 kills on the first 4 rotations. And you're going to expect something to be different as we enter this P1 reset. XROCK going to have the nice positioning on computers, gets those early takedowns. They win those first waves, but here comes Wolves coming through. Shadows, they're going to be able to make that break with that SMGs in line, and they're keeping that hard point contested. But look at the gunfights, painted in yellow so far. Nono and Suno along with Rushi, they're going to be combining for a 4, and that forces out Wolves inside of the hill.
Problem here so far for the set of Wolves is that Zai is pretty cold right from the start of this game. I mean, we're down already on the first set of hard points. He's only on 9 kills. What's happening here for Zai?
I mean, it's just going to be the first game jitters, I guess, but you're too experienced for that, right? We'll see what happens here. I mean, XROCK still trying to make the most out of it, capitalizing on the moment where Zai still getting himself in the waters. And you can see it's just that next extra player that's stepping up here right now. That's Dian and King outside of the usual in Zai. So let's just see if XROCK gets to get a money hill on this next coming hard points, as they do get the nice shutdowns on this P1. They claim the majority of those hard points, and Nono has just been frying. Gets those 2 eliminations and even a chance to try to flip that spawn on that next hill.
That's 2 in a row here for P1 that XROCK has been able to win. Now, spawns, well given. It's going to be XROCK here having a better look for the green radar spawn, but Wolves, X-King decides to invest his claw out, but Rusi still wins off the BP50, and they get the breakthrough inside of the hill, watching away the players of Wolves. They're going to get forced to go for another retake, and the farm machine is sloppy as hell. No investment leads to any evolution at all here for the set of Wolves, and it's going to be XROCK claiming still the bulk of the time inside of the hill.
I mean, Wolves is just all around the map, right? Just trying to win these individual gunfights. They have an opportunity to stack inside of this hard point at the moment, and they're making the most out of it. And it's just going to be fully converted. You need these last 15 seconds to maintain the striking distance up against the likes of XROCK, who's going to try to make that early rotation onto next. That's Chuan. And we'll have that next level play on the left side of the map, but he's going to get shot down. Great plays for Wolves back to back. You get the scrap time on that P2. Now you got the early rotation on next. You got some operators that you may be able to dump and find good value off. A potential money hill here in the hands of Wolves.
Yeah, another possible money hill here for the set of Wolves. Could be certain rightfully if they can get their operators here well invested. Zai is out with an Eiler, looking to go for the cut as well towards mid lane. Spots 1, spots 2, checks it around, goes for the flank, can find more opportunities. But fortunately for them, they do claim the most of the time as well here on the head time. And it's going to be Peg certain as well to whip out this equalizer, just try to zone out the players of XROCK. Clearly another wave will get invested here by XROCK, but they get some sense of contestment. Can they get the break? 50-50 battle, but Wolves still has the rotation.
That still has the rotation inside. Look at him. He's got already 22 kills here from 11 on that P2. He just got himself 11 eliminations on that last few engagements, and now Wolves is just right back inside of this matchup right here. XROCK spotting on the left side of the map. That's going to give Wolves that early rotation on to next. Zai, he's not wasting time. He's hungry for all of his eliminations and also contesting this last bit of scrap time. And look at it. Just a 50-point margin now. Wolves has made the comeback. Now they're fully awake.
Now solidified as well towards the next hill. XROCK looking to push up to 2 lanes at the same time. Mid entrance occupied. Rusi making the push on the front lines. Can he find some more? 2 players inside for the set of Wolves, and they retain this one. Player 3, Nono, can't get any trades whatsoever. And it's going to be Wolves here sustaining their lives out of this hill. About player 3 as well. Nono still persevering to try to get the spawn flip, but it's just too hard for him to deal with. The operators invested inside of this hill enough to solidify themselves for a moment, but Chuan M decides to make the play. RN9 to the face. XROCK now back inside of the hill.
I mean, just being the fire extinguisher, just removing the momentum for Wolves. Chuan, with that 2 eliminations, just brings back Wolves back to spawns. But Peck here enters inside with the KRM, just dancing with it, playing the trades, but it's still going to be favoring XROCK. Now they're about to be the first team to score the 200-point mark here, but this is anybody's game at the moment. Wolves can still make those push work on this reset. You got Zai already getting himself warmed up, about to get hot. He's got 27 eliminations, but on the flip side, XROCK has just been eliminating everybody with Nono and Ma, the combination duo, just being that detriment. 935 kills. That's just giving Wolves that hard time with this mid game. But here we have it. P1 reset. It's XROCK early in this game.
Yeah, can we see XROCK here go 3 in a row to win this hard point number 1 so far? First 20 seconds. Wolves, no contestment. Peg from the top side. Can he make the play? He spots one. The trades comes in. It's still going to be XROCK just getting the crossers locked in and added up now. Gravity Vortex invested out. Main entrance occupied. Player 5, Ian goes down. Ma going on a spree. Player 1, Peg makes the play. Back and forth battle as we speak. And still then, it's going to be Wolves here getting enough contestment to extend this game to another hard point.
I mean, lad, you need this last 15 seconds right here. Any points, it will count. As we look into a dialed down P1 last 10 seconds. Seems like XROCK, they're fighting for the position of what side. Gets a takedown on the top. Rushi could make the contest instead of the hill, but that is not worth it, right? You just want to get that top side control as we open up this B2. Peg will now have the carry in hand. Goes for the double. Flushes down the players on the bottom side of the map, and now they got themselves an equalizer to shred down XROCK.
Wow!
If they take over this pause, they flip it, and here comes the Predator missile. XROCK, a wall meltdown. Wolves with a takedown.
Can they retain? Can they hold on? Wolves here. They have the composition. They got the resources to take this hard point away. Coming in now. One more wave. Offered. XROCK from the front. Can they get the breakthrough? Player 5 Purifier is out for the side of Nuo. He finds 2. X-King is there for the trade. Double challenge could happen. Ma gets the break.
Wow.
Wolves. Peg from the back. KRM finds a double. Doesn't really matter. But the rest of the squad on the side of Wolves will be able to sustain the hill. One more point away to find an equalizer.
Hey, it's a fierce back and forth contested. The shotguns has just been the detriment for both of these squads. Q1 in response back with his own double kill. Now approaching 35 eliminations. The game doesn't end here. We're moving on to new. It's a battle for that next hardpoint rotation. Who's going to beat her early? There's going to be X-King Zai frying on the catwalks. But XROCK, they got the full numbers at the very back end of the map. X-King trying to play with his life. The slide in there will not work, but they got some players on the flank. Do they withstand the gunfights? Ma with the shot down inside of the hill. One more for the swing, and the double is going to be successful. They got the war machine to stop the push on the front side of the map, and XROCK will survive the onslaught from Wolves. But here comes the final contest. It will be unsuccessful, and XROCK wins the first match of the group stage.